Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the United Way Forward. Manchester United versus Sheffield United Premier League preview. Manchester United face Sheffield United at Old Trafford on the 24th of April at 8 p.m. Bit of a brain freeze out there. But as you can see, there will be a live watch along from 7:45 p.m. a bit later. So I do apologise. But look, listen, I'll be honest with you. I got to this age, I was like, is there a point doing a watch along for the Premier League game? Should I just come back on the 25th of April because the Premier League is just sort of dead? But look, I thought I'll do it because I love the people who support the channel and I love the club still. And yeah, I love doing it. I just love doing it. So I thought we'll dig through. We'll get to the end of the season together, regardless. We're halfway there. Yeah, I can't wait. But look, there will be a live watch along. Of course, there'll be live watch alongs from now to the end of the season, like there always. I think we've done a lot of watch alongs this season. Maybe missed about 3 or 4 games or so, but no more than that. But please do join me for this watch along. And look, we have no time to sit on that win against Coventry on Sunday on penalties in the FA Cup semi-final at Wembley. I mean, look, I'd love to look if we won the game 3. If we won the game when we were 3-0 up, I would have been sitting here a bit more cheerful. But I'm just like, if we struggled against 7th or 8th place Championship Coventry, how are we going to fare against the 20th bottom of the Premier League, Sheffield United? You never know. We could make Sheffield United look like prime Madrid or prime Barcelona in this game. But look, there will be a lot of watch along, like I said. I will put up the form up on this, the Manchester United form up on the screen. I'll just move myself over. So there's our form. You know what I mean? There is our form. A 1-1 draw against Brentford, a 4-3 loss against Chelsea, a 2-2 draw against Liverpool, a 2-2 draw against Bournemouth, and we did beat Coventry, but it ended 3-3 in the 120 minutes. But as you can see, little P on our side. That means we won the match on penalties. So we have 1 win, 3 draws, and 1 loss to our name. And look, I'm going to stop by looking at our form. I'm going to say Brentford, we didn't deserve to win. Chelsea, I thought we deserved to win. Liverpool, look, maybe we should have lost that game. Bournemouth, we didn't deserve to win, and we didn't. We didn't deserve a point. And Coventry, we didn't deserve to win. We didn't deserve to get a point against Brentford. We deserved to beat Chelsea, but we slipped up in the end. What's new? Look, we took the point against Liverpool. We didn't deserve a point against Bournemouth, and we did not deserve to win against Coventry. I know people may be looking at this and saying, but Dino, we were 3-0 up. We slipped it up. I know you could say, look, the deflected goal, the Sims goal, what can you do about that? The second goal, the deflected, what can you do about that? The handball. I mean, look, listen, if that was Kyle Walker, it probably doesn't be given. It probably doesn't be given if that hits Kyle Walker's hand. Because but look, listen, I'm not gonna talk about them because I don't really want to. But our form is not great. Our only win is Coventry. Our last win in the Premier League was again, I'm sitting here and I can't remember our last win. I can remember our last win proper, and that was Liverpool in the FA Cup, 4-3. So, yeah, look, listen, it's not great as a Manchester United fan at the moment. It's a very weird time to be a Manchester United fan at the moment. I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you, because we have somehow been playing shit, but only managed to lose 1 game. Yeah, we have 1 win. Not great. 3 draws. But it makes no sense. And I'm coming into this game feeling like we lost on Sunday. I actually feel like we lost because I felt like I lost. I done the watch along. And we won. And I was just like, do I celebrate? Do I not? I was happy when Rasmus scored the penalty to get the job done. But I was sort of thinking to myself, I was deflated. I actually felt like we lost. I feel like I wouldn't be surprised if Coventry were more happier than the Manchester United fans, even though they got knocked out of the cup. I really, really don't. And now we have Manchester City coming up in the FA Cup final. I mean, look, I hope we can do we can do an FA Cup miracle and beat them. Never say never, but I'll say never for now. So I don't know what to expect. I really don't know what to expect against Sheffield United. I'd like to sit here and say I expect us to win, but I just feel like the players just I don't know what to expect from the players. Ten Hag, he's still around. He has a month. He's literally on trial. He's literally on trial between now and the end of the season to see what happens. Is sixth and no FA Cup or an FA Cup enough to succeed him to be Manchester United manager next season, depending on what happens there. So you don't know what to expect from the players or what Ten Hag will do. I do look at Ten Hag some sort of game management on Sunday, and I don't know why he took. Look, supposedly Garnacho was took off because of an injury problem, but I'd love to get why he took off Kobbie Mainoo. And look, I'm not going to say I didn't say we should make subs when we were 3-0 up, because I did say that. But again, I am picking up from him, but I'm not picking up from him. In Ten Hag's defence, we're 3-0 up, half an hour to go. We have a game in 3 days' time. Let's make subs, and I would have actually made subs too. So yeah, we point at Ten Hag for making the subs. I look, Garnacho and Kobbie Mainoo are youngsters. I get you again. You don't want to run them into the ground either, because our next crucial game is, I'm going to say, Newcastle, Arsenal, and Man City in the cup final. That's what I'm going to go with. Newcastle, Arsenal, and Man City. That's it. The reason why I say Newcastle, because it's basically a battle for Europa, and no one wants to be in Conference League. Manchester United and Newcastle do not want to be in the Europa Conference League, not after the seasons they had last season. So yeah, Europa League is the best we can do, unfortunately. So yeah, look, a lot more people have wanted Ten Hag out since that game on Sunday. I can see why. I can truly see why you wanted why you want Ten Hag out. I really can. Especially after Sunday, because I think Sunday's matches made people realise, yeah, no, this is not the man for us. It's not. I know I can get you why, but if you are Ten Hag 3-0 up, would you have made the same? Would you have done the same thing and made the substitutions? I'm not going to sit here and say I wouldn't have, because I would have made substitutions. So that's what I would have done. But I do still feel that some of these players need to go. I do. I really do. Look, I'm starting to question Marcus Rashford. I know I've done a video about him a few weeks ago. And I really do like Marcus Rashford as a human. He plays Manchester United, obviously. But I look at some players and I'm like, get them gone. Get them gone from the club. I want them to go. And the players I'm going to say is, I think, Lindelof, just because I don't think we'll see a lot of them. Varane, I think I'd be very, very surprised if Varane is at Manchester United next season. I'd keep Maguire as of now, because look, in fairness to the man, he's grafting, he's putting in a shift. That's what you want to see. I feel like Maguire does play for the badge. I really do. Casemiro can go, Eriksen can go, McTominay maybe stays a squad player, but if he goes, I wouldn't be too pushed. Bruno can stay, obviously. Anthony can go. I'm sorry. Anthony is hot and cold for me. I know people are talking about what he's doing against Coventry. Look, maybe you shouldn't have done it, but don't go too deep into it. Yeah, you shouldn't have done it, but look, he some people are saying Coventry done it to us, so if that's the case, fair enough. But I'm not going to dive too much into it. Couldn't really care less about that. But Anthony, I think, should go, and Marcus Rashford. I think, look, if a bid comes out of Marcus Rashford and it's brilliant, I don't think we'll ever sell Marcus Rashford, but I would consider it. I'd consider it. I really would consider selling Marcus Rashford. I would. I hate to say it, but I would. I would. I wouldn't say I would do it, but I'd highly consider selling Marcus Rashford in the summer. But this is a game that we need to gain control. The midfield is an issue for me. I have a bit of team news. So Ten Hag says he has more injury problems ahead of the game against Sheffield United tomorrow. McTominay, Rashford, Garnacho and Fernandes are all carrying problems. Ten Hag says Ten Hag is hopeful that Garnacho and Fernandes will make it, but McTominay and Rashford are really doubtful. He also said, we had an injury problem with Garnacho. Right, we're back. So, back to what I was saying. Ten Hag says he has more injury problems ahead of the game against Sheffield United tomorrow. McTominay, Rashford, Garnacho and Bruno Fernandes are all carrying problems. Ten Hag is hopeful that Garnacho and Bruno will make it, but McTominay and Rashford are really doubtful, says Rob Dawson. Ten Hag has been on said, we had an injury problem with Garnacho, that's why we took him off during the game, but I think he will be fine. McTominay, we have to assess today, really doubtful. Rashford is also doubtful. There was also an issue with Bruno with the hand, but I think he can make it. We have some doubts going into the game tomorrow. So that is the team now for Manchester United. Look, I'll be very surprised if Bruno's out. That man is never out injured. And hopefully that won't keep going. And Garnacho, I didn't see a problem with him when he came off. Rashford, obviously, midway through the game, done, maybe hamstring, muscle, whatever it was there. But look, I think anyways, Garnacho and Bruno will be more than fine tomorrow. Especially when Ten Hag says, he thinks that, they'll be fine. But yeah, look, United realistically should dominate this game. Should. I mean, look, with the poor performances we've had, you look at back to the Coventry game, we dominated them. In the first half, we dominated them. We just struggled to create chances. We are around the house kind of stuff, but we weren't really testing the keeper. And it's funny, we scored 3 goals against Coventry. We didn't really play well. We're 3-0 up and all, but we didn't play great. I'll be brutally honest with you. So we should dominate them, and that's what I'd like to say, what to expect. But I do think Sheffield United will sit back. They're more of a defensive team. 5 at the back, 3 in midfield, 2 up top. And I do think that Chris Wilder will go at that again. I do think he will. And I do think we'll have majority of the ball, but I think Sheffield United will try and hunt us in the counter-attack. And if McTominay is out and we have no defenders back, well, then there'll be Eriksen, Manu and Bruno in midfield. And that midfield worries me. I think Sheffield United would have freedom with that midfield. I really, really do. They'll want to have pace going forwards and aggression, and I do think that's what they'll try to bring to the game. But look, how can Manchester United beat Sheffield United? Again, I always say dominate, press them, and if we go ahead and look, be tight, be very, very tight. You know what I mean? Don't be afraid to get back. For everyone to get back and defend. Get back when they attack and get stuck in. I want to see aggression. I want to see playing for the badge. I want to know Sheffield, but I want to see some sort of look. We really care. I want to see this game should be an apology. Look, we're sorry to put you through the heartache on Sunday. Here's the apology. That's what I want to see. But if we don't win this game, I tell you what, I don't even want to think about it because I hope it doesn't happen. But yeah, look, we just have to test them, hit them, because we do have threats. But it's like having a gun. It's like having loads of ammo but not having a gun. You know what I mean? You can't use it. You can't use the ammo when you haven't got a gun, or the other way around. Whatever way you want to use that analogy. But that's just what I think about it. And look, how do you think Manchester United can be Sheffield? Because there's many. Look, I like to say there's many ways, but Manchester United, there's only one way and one way only. And I want to see a style of play. I really do want to see a style of play. I want to see something with Sheffield United, 20th place. I know we're shit, but come on, honestly, we don't slip up and lose or get a draw in this game. If we do, Ten Hag. Now, we will move into Sheffield United's form. So they have a 3-3 draw. They drew 3-3 against Fulham. They lost against Liverpool 3-1. They drew 2-2 against Chelsea. They lost against Brentford 2-0 and they lost against Burnley 4-0. So Burnley, Sheffield United, in their last 5 have 0 wins, 2 draws and 3 losses. So they're yet to get a win. Yeah. Like I said at the start, if we struggle against Coventry in the Championship, who are 7 or 8, what can happen against the 28th place Burnley? What in the Premier League? Surely what can go wrong, right? Hopefully maybe their confidence is knocked out of them and they're just accepting relegation. But sometimes teams that accept relegation just say, you know, fuck it, I'm going to just go hell for leather now. What more can I do in this game? But yeah, I really do hope that we beat them. I mean, Sheffield United's top goal scorer is Oliver McBurney with 6, and their top assister is Hammer with 5 assists. And I look at McBurney as their danger man just for height reasons. And look, I'm sure he'll give a bit of a physical battle with Harry Maguire and Casemiro. And look, how could Sheffield beat us? If we have, look, no, I'm not going to say if we have our midfield. Manu can't do it on his own at the back there and the DM. He can't do it. Test the midfield. If that midfield is with Ericsson and Manu, who I don't think have played games with each other at all, the midfield, you'll have every team that has come up against us so far this season has had freedom against our midfield. If you do that, test against our midfield, hit us, put us under pressure, we crumble, you score, heads go down. It's not hard. It really, really is not hard to beat us. So that's how I think. But look, listen, it's going to be an interesting game, this, isn't it? It really, really is. But look, I do have a few stats before I move into predictions. So, Manchester United's average goal scored per match. Again, this is Premier League only, so I do apologise. Manchester United's average goal scored per match was 1.47. Average goals conceded per match was 1.5. 8 clean sheets. Chances created per match 1.5, and we're 7th in the Premier League with 50 points with a goal difference of -1. So yeah, it really isn't great. No, not one bit. Sheffield United's average goal scored per match is 0.94. Average goals conceded per match is 2.67. They only have 1 clean sheet in the Premier League so far this season. Not great. Chances created per match 1.03, and they are 20th in the Premier League with 16 points with a goal difference of -57. So they're in the dump. They're more likely going to go down. I'm very, 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 very surprised if they're not relegated by the next 2 or 3 games. It's more just, accept what it is now. But look, they don't score a lot, but they do concede. We're the favourites for this game. We have to take the bloody chances. Honestly, if you don't win this game, you can all fuck off. But you're looking at our stats. Look, our stats aren't great, but if you compare them to Sheffield United, we should beat these fair and square, but we don't do things the easy way, do we? No, we don't. But look, let's jump into me predicted 11. Here is my predicted 11. So, I'm going to go through it and have my reasons why I have this team. So, I'm going to go Andrea Onana. I'm going to have a back 4, which is the same one that faced Coventry, with Wan-Bissaka left back, Dalot right back, and a centre-back partnership of Harry Maguire and Casemiro. Look, I haven't heard any news about an Evans return. Varane probably won't be back anytime soon. The same with Leach. Maybe back start of May. Probably the same with Lindelof too. And we haven't heard much about Cambuala, but I think he'll be out for a bit as well. So it'll probably be the same back 4 that face back 5. Shall I say, if you include Onana, that face Coventry. A midfield trio of Kobbie Mainoo, Christian Eriksen, and Bruno Fernandes. Kobbie Mainoo, look, when we took him off, the midfield got torn to shreds. Again, the man that replaced him, who I predicted to play alongside him, was Eriksen. The reason why I'm predicting Eriksen to play is because of McTominay. We have no centre-backs. We have young centre-backs, but I don't think Ten Hag want to play them. I think he's only bringing them for numbers. But look, give them a go if you can, but I don't think he will. I don't think I would either. So I do think that's why I pick Eriksen. And look, I like Eriksen. For me, just doesn't have the legs. He hasn't got the legs. He just kind of sits there, stands there, and just pings the ball left, right, and centre. But he can't run. No way. Bruno, look, I know Ten Hag said he has a problem with his hand, but I think he'll be more than fine. Then I'm going to go with Garnacho on the left, Ahmad on the right, and Rasmus Højlund up top. Garnacho should be fine. Very surprised if he doesn't at least be in the squad to face Sheffield. The reason why I have Ahmad playing is because I don't want to see Anthony playing. I think he was poor last game. The performance was poor, shall I say? Sorry. I just would play Ahmad. Ahmad actually was much better. Of all the wingers that were on the pitch at that time, he was the best. And I do think give him a chance because I think that people, I think Ten Hag especially, I'll be brutally honest, is sort of looking down on him, and I wouldn't. Ahmad done very well when he came on against Sheffield, a bit more of a threat. You get more excited and a bit more belief with him when he has the ball, so I would play with that. And Rasmus up top, look, that's what I'd go for. I'd drop Rashford, fit or not. I wouldn't play Anthony because I just don't think he's good enough. And I'd play Garnacho and Ahmad and Rasmus. I do think we can win, get 2 goals or more if that attack plays. It's a young, aggressive, pacey attack. And look, give Rasmus a bit of service, will you? You can't call him shit when he hasn't got service. You can't do that. It's like saying a shop has shit service when you've never been in it before. You know what I mean? Don't judge a book by its cover, shall I say? So that's what I'd go with. That's the team I'd exactly go with. Score prediction. Look, I'm going to go with a 2-1 win to Manchester United. I do think it'd be a 2-1 win. Look, I really don't think we'll run away with this. I really don't think so because when we face teams that love to defend, we struggle. Coventry, for example, we didn't score for a good bit. McTominay opened the deadlock, thank God. And it's not our strongest team, but that team should be more than enough to beat these. This team should be more than enough to beat Sheffield. Look, I'd love to sit here and say 3-4-5 with Manchester United. I hope that's the case. But yeah, I really do think we could win. But 2-1 is the most I'm going to go. I don't think I think it'd be a poor game. I don't think it'd be exciting whatsoever. I hope we go out and annihilate them, but I don't think that'll be the case, unfortunately. But that's my predictions. I really do hope that. Look, again, I hope Ericsson doesn't start, but I think he will because of the players we have available at the moment. And the news you just heard there, McTominay back and now he's out again. But I do think people would agree with me with the attacking line of Garnacho, Rasmus and Ahmad. I do think people would agree with that. Some may say maybe put Casemiro back in the midfield and play a young centre-back, but I don't think he'll do it. I really don't think so. But look, hopefully we have Leach, Varane, Evans and Lindelof back fairly soon, and even Kambala. But look, let's see what happens. But this is the Manchester United preview. This is my predictions. Hope you did enjoy the preview. Like the video, comment. Please do subscribe and follow our socials. Links in the description. And do also hit that notification bell to get notified every time we go live and publish a pre-recorded video. This has been the Manchester United vs Sheffield United Premier League preview. Thanks for watching. Come on, United.